So, like, I understand that some people can be Christians and be normal. For me, on the other hand, I had no grid for that. I'm an all in or all out kind of person, and so I was the most extreme Christian I knew. I took my faith so seriously. So much so that, like, I felt like it was only right to listen to music that really honored Jesus. And I judged people who said that they were Christians but listened to secular music. Like, what is wrong with them? Anyway, as I was leaving the church last year, I ended up creating a playlist on Spotify, and I put some Ben Howard in there and some Neighborhood and Frank Ocean, and I felt like such a rebel. I named the playlist Wayward, and I didn't even really know what that word meant at the time, but I was like, this feels right. That word really actually started to like identify that season of life that I was in for me. Like, I didn't really know how to explain what I was going through as I was leaving my faith and leaving full-time ministry, but I was like, wayward, wayward, wayward. It was always like in the back of my mind. My experience in religion honestly looked like being controlled in so many ways, in the ways that like I thought, in the ways that I believed, in the ways that I acted. And as my belief system started to fall apart and I started to question things, honestly, people didn't like me as much because I wasn't as easily controlled. And it's funny because that's pretty much what wayward means. And it's interesting because, like, for me, like, wayward doesn't imply any sort of direction. I'm not going forward. I'm not going backward. I'm not moving in any kind of conventional direction. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm living my own life. And so it made so much sense to me as I was leaving Christianity. I was like, I want to write a song about this. Each verse in the song Wayward is like specifically written and targeted at different people who meant a lot to me during the time that I was leaving the church. And so if any of you know me, you can probably dissect them and figure out who each one is for. My favorite part of this track is the end, where everything just kind of crumbles and falls apart. There's no really sense of like rhythm or timing. And there's just all these random sounds happening. If I could describe to you what the inside of my head sounded like during my time of faith transition and leaving ministry, it sounded like the end of this song. Check it out.